10 best countries to live and work in Asia. In 2026, moving to Asia is no longer just a dream for travelers. It has become a smart strategic move for professionals, digital nomads, entrepreneurs, and retirees seeking a better life, stronger purchasing power, and greater financial freedom. Across this dynamic continent, you could find yourself walking through the ultra-safe streets of Japan, where even children ride public transportation alone, or enjoying a luxury lifestyle in Vietnam for less than the cost of basic living in many Western countries. But this is not just another travel video filled with beautiful scenery. It's a deep, data-driven journey into the best countries where your career, savings, and quality of life can truly thrive at the same time. Using global rankings, economic data, healthcare quality, safety indexes, visa opportunities, infrastructure, and lifestyle advantages, we reveal the top 10 destinations that offer not only a change of scenery, but a complete upgrade to your future. Let's start by counting down. Number 10. India, the high-growth heavyweight. Imagine positioning yourself at the absolute epicenter of the world's fastest-growing economy for less than the cost of a single week's rent in New York or London. Moving across the Bay of Bengal, we find India, a vast subcontinent redefining itself as the ultimate high-growth, low-cost frontier. For career-driven professionals and entrepreneurs, this country acts as a powerful launchpad and career accelerator. As a global mecca for IT, software engineering, and cutting-edge research, India boasts an exceptionally educated, English-speaking workforce that makes professional integration completely seamless. Senior roles in multinational firms don't just offer rapid career development, they unlock a level of affluent lifestyle potential and whispering wealth that most can only dream of, further supported by streamlined government visas targeting tech specialists. Financially, India reigns as the undisputed heavyweight of affordability. With an elite expat monthly salary averaging $3,500 to $5,500 USD against a mere $212 USD for a tech hub apartment and $332 USD for local expenses, your purchasing power is maximized more than anywhere else on Earth. To make this economy visceral, a rich, world-class local meal costs a mere $2.65. In high-tier tech hubs like Bangalore or Hyderabad, you can secure comfortable city center housing for pennies on the dollar compared to the West. This incredibly low-cost baseline acts as a massive financial safety net, allowing your paycheck to stretch so far that you can aggressively fund your investments while simultaneously living like royalty. However, to maintain absolute transparency, we must look at the antagonist of this story, the daily logistics. While the climate is a diverse canvas, ranging from the eternal spring of mountain towns to the tropical heat of Goa, major metropolitan areas face genuine challenges with air quality and seasonal monsoons. India holds a stable safety score of 69 out of 100, but its public infrastructure and internet reliability rank lower than its East Asian neighbors, meaning you must choose your residential neighborhood carefully to ensure state-of-the-art home connectivity. Ultimately, while you may trade off some public infrastructure friction, the return on investment is a life of high reward and unparalleled financial freedom. Number 9. The Philippines, the English native choice. Imagine a tropical sanctuary where the language barrier simply does not exist. An archipelago of over 7,000 islands where you can negotiate a property lease, lead high-stakes corporate meetings, or build deep local bonds in fluent English from the moment you land. Moving across the South China Sea from the high-octane economic engine of India, the Philippines offers a perfectly laid-back structural opposite. While India demands a steep cultural learning curve for raw purchasing power, the Philippines provides the luxury of an immediate, frictionless cultural transition. Boasting an English fluency rate exceeding 95%, this nation completely removes the hidden language tax found elsewhere in Asia, allowing for rapid integration into welcoming communities and the exploding tech and business hubs of Metro Manila and Cebu. Financially, the Philippines acts as a personal wealth builder, where a comfortable monthly budget ranges from $950 to $1,150 USD. A city center apartment costs around $390 to $400 USD, and a local meal is just $3.50 USD. Even premium city center living remains highly accessible at $1,200 to $1,800 USD, allowing your paycheck to stretch far enough to enjoy world-class meals and leisure without financial fear. However, the crown jewel of this country's lifestyle pitch is its legendary residency access through the Special Resident Retiree Visa, SRRV. For skilled workers or entrepreneurs as young as 35, a simple qualifying deposit between $10,000 and $50,000 USD grants permanent, multiple-entry legal rights to live, work, and thrive under year-round sunshine. To maintain absolute transparency, we must address the logistical challenges that come with this paradise. The archipelago faces undeniable weather realities, including seasonal typhoons and earthquakes, and holds a lower safety index of 55 out of 100, requiring alertness toward petty crime in crowded zones. Public infrastructure also introduces friction, manifesting as intense traffic congestion in Manila and relatively modest internet speeds averaging 50 megabits per second. Additionally, while top-tier metropolitan hospitals provide world-class medical care, healthcare quality drops significantly in rural areas. Ultimately, for digital nomads or growing families who value absolute English ease, a warm social fabric, and sun-drenched freedom over hyperspeed infrastructure, the Philippines is a masterclass in living well.
Number 8. Indonesia, the lifestyle hub. Have you ever dreamed of a life where your morning begins with meditation overlooking emerald green terraces and ends with a sunset surf in the warm waters of the Indian Ocean? Sailing directly south from the Philippine archipelago across the vibrant Java Sea, we arrive in Indonesia to explore its most mythical enclave, Bali. If the Philippines is the ultimate choice for effortless English communication at the cost of slower infrastructure, Bali is its hyper-creative, high-energy counterweight. It trades raw linguistic convenience for a sensory explosion of deep Eastern mysticism wrapped in a world-class modern social net. As a digital nomad, entrepreneur, or retiree, Bali acts as a sanctuary where you can design your own absolute rhythm of life. Whether you crave the intense networking, beach cafes, and surf culture of Canggu, the quiet yoga refuges and intellectual richness of Ubud, or the mellow, family-friendly beach vibes of Sonur, this island creates a unique psychological sanctuary that feels equal parts intensive wellness retreat and high-energy professional hub. Financially, Bali delivers a massive paycheck stretch, allowing your Western income to unlock an affluent lifestyle while aggressively compounding your personal savings. According to our 2026 data, an average net monthly budget sits at $1,100 USD, with private villas in expat hubs renting for $500 to $1,000 USD, standard city apartments costing $279 USD, and a local warung meal priced at a mere $1.75 USD. Even a luxury villa lifestyle in Canggu or Seminyak is highly accessible at $1,500 to $2,000 USD. To fuel this booming remote ecosystem, the government has actively streamlined its legal pathways. For a quick start, the B211A Visit Visa grants an initial 60-day stay, extendable up to 180 days, while the newly emerged E33G Remote Worker Visa provides a formal long-term legal foothold for foreign employed individuals. Furthermore, retirees aged 55 and over can seamlessly lock in a retirement quitas, which is renewable annually with standard proof of income. However, to maintain absolute trust with our community here at the tour, we must look at the antagonist of the Indonesian dream, the severe growing pains. Despite a spectacular quality of life score of 76/100, the island's physical infrastructure is under immense strain, resulting in notoriously awful traffic congestion in major hubs that can transform simple drives into exhausting ordeals. While internet speeds hit a respectable 60 megabits per second, connection stability lags behind regional titans like Thailand or Malaysia, meaning you must carefully scout specific co-working spaces to guarantee rock-solid fiber optic lines. Additionally, the rainy season from November to March brings intense tropical downpours that restrict daily mobility, though Bali remains an incredibly peaceful haven with a stable safety index of 65/100. Ultimately, if you have the wisdom to look past the traffic jams and embrace the slower rhythm of the monsoons, Bali rewards you with a life of sun-drenched freedom and unparalleled human connection.
Number 7. Vietnam, the financial surplus champion. How would you like to live a premium lifestyle in a country where your monthly income is so overwhelmingly sufficient that you completely stop getting by and start aggressively building long-term wealth? Moving north from the relaxed island vibes of Indonesia, we arrive in Vietnam, a razor-sharp financial playground where your purchasing power doesn't just stretch, it multiplies. This powerhouse nation has officially claimed the title of the global #1 destination for expat personal finance satisfaction, offering a unique financial surplus where an astounding 86% of expats rate the cost of living positively. Powered by a booming economy with a consistent 6 to 7% annual GDP growth, cities like Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi have transformed into absolute magnets for bold entrepreneurs, digital nomads, and tech professionals. Beyond the massive financial allure, the culture offers a deep, profound sense of belonging, where the daily rhythm of life is defined by a world-class, slow-drip coffee culture and a welcoming, community-oriented spirit that makes you feel at home on day one. Within this economic powerhouse, your dollar exerts incredible, almost unfair force based on our standardized 2026 financial blueprint. With an average net monthly budget of $820 to $1,200 USD, premium expat hub apartments renting for $375 to $625 USD, coastal studios just steps from the beach at $360 USD, and world-renowned local meals like pho or banh mi costing a mere $1.50 to $2.20 USD, your savings potential skyrockets. This ultra-low cost base allows expats in their 30s, 40s, and 50s to maintain bulletproof emergency reserves and accelerate their path toward early retirement, all while actively enjoying affordable luxuries like daily domestic cleaning and private transport. To tap into this financial goldmine, the current ultimate gateway is the 90-day multiple entry e-visa for $25 USD. While many long-term creators currently chain these visas together through quick regional travel, a highly anticipated 10-year golden visa tailored for skilled professionals and investors is under review for late 2026, though obtaining a formal work permit or investment visa remains the absolute gold standard for permanent residency. However, to keep it completely real with you here on the tour, achieving a financial surplus means you must be ready to handle Vietnam's raw, unfiltered environmental and bureaucratic realities. First, you must navigate intense weather patterns that vary from the relentless tropical heat of the south to the distinct chilly four seasons of the north, including torrential monsoon rains that cause regular seasonal flooding in low-lying coastal centers like Hoi An. Logistically, while Vietnam is incredibly safe, boasting an enviable safety index of up to 81/100 with virtually non-existent violent crime, it will absolutely test your patience with exhausting local bureaucratic paperwork for visa renewals and banking. Furthermore, major city traffic is notoriously intense, and the air quality index in Hanoi remains a significant seasonal concern. Ultimately, if you possess the mental flexibility to handle the chaotic streets and administrative hurdles, Vietnam offers a lifestyle that no other country on earth can match right now. A place where absolute financial freedom and deep cultural richness coexist in perfect, profitable balance.
Number 6. Taiwan, the tech-infused healthcare haven. If Vietnam is a raw, high-energy urban hustle, Taiwan is the exact opposite, a whisper-quiet, ultra-modern tech utopia where the streets are pristine, the infrastructure is flawless, and the social safety net feels like living in the year 2050.
Crossing the Taiwan Strait, we land on an island that serves as the high-tech heartbeat of the global economy, driven largely by a semiconductor industry that accounts for a massive 1/4 of its GDP. For ambitious expats, digital nomads, and remote professionals, cities like Taipei offer high-octane career networking in electronics, AI, and finance, backed by a fierce entrepreneurial spirit. Beyond its economic might, Taiwan is a global benchmark for societal excellence, leading worldwide healthcare rankings due to its universal national health insurance program. This legendary system provides comprehensive world-class coverage, from routine preventative care to advanced robotic surgeries at exceptionally low subsidized costs for all citizens and expats alike, turning top-tier medical care into a stress-free right rather than an elite luxury. Your wealth maps out beautifully here under our 2026 financial blueprint, with an average net monthly budget ranging from $1,550 to $2,000 USD. Premium city center apartment rents in Taipei averaging from $400 to $700 USD. World-famous night market meals costing just $3.50 to $5 USD. And a monthly unlimited high-speed transit pass priced at $40 USD. While Taipei stands as the premium hub, secondary cities like Kaohsiung or Taichung provide a significantly lower cost of living without sacrificing a single modern amenity, allowing your money to buy a standard of living that rivals New York or London at a fraction of the price. To attract top-tier global talent, the government has launched the Taiwan Gold Card, a powerful combined open work permit, residency visa, and re-entry permit valid for up to 3 years. Specifically designed for high earners, tech professionals, and experienced freelancers, this card grants you the ultimate freedom to live, work, and open local bank accounts without needing a traditional employer sponsor, while a dedicated job search visa provides a secure runway for those looking to secure local employment in person. However, to keep it completely transparent with you here on the tour, stepping into this futuristic tech haven means adapting to its distinct environmental and cultural realities. Despite the fast-paced nature of its megacities, Taiwan is exceptionally safe, consistently placing at the top of global safety indices due to a deeply ingrained culture that values public order and respectful conduct. Logistically, the island is a masterpiece of efficiency, blanketed in world-class digital systems and a high-speed rail that connects major coastal cities in mere minutes, all framed by breathtaking nature featuring lush tropical forests, natural hot springs, and dramatic mountain ranges like the Taroko Gorge. Yet residents must be mentally prepared for nature's raw power, as the island sits on major fault lines that make typhoons and earthquakes a regular reality. Furthermore, the most significant hurdle for Western expats is the steep language barrier, as English drops off significantly outside of major business districts, meaning you will need to master basic Mandarin to truly unlock the local community. Ultimately, for the professional or family who prioritizes absolute safety, flawless infrastructure, and world-leading social services, Taiwan stands as the absolute gold standard for sustainable, high-tech island living.
Number 5. Malaysia, the stability standard. If Taiwan is the high-octane industrial heartbeat of Asia, Malaysia is the ultimate antidote, a whisper-quiet tropical sanctuary that pairs first-class infrastructure with absolute peace of mind. Imagine stepping into a hyper-modern English-speaking haven that mirrors the flawless systems of Singapore but provides a staggering 60% discount on everyday expenses. In an era where global stability is a rare commodity, Malaysia has quietly built a culture designed entirely around living well. It is a vibrant, harmonious, multicultural mosaic of Malay, Chinese, and Indian communities, resulting in a tension-free environment with virtually zero social friction. For those seeking effortless integration, the historic island of Penang serves as the global gold standard. It is a legendary UNESCO World Heritage Site that fuses old-world colonial charm with pristine modern comforts, boasting tap water that is safe to drink and hyper-fast connectivity. Unlike the high-pressure environments of neighboring financial hubs, Malaysia treats work-life harmony as a core cultural value, establishing itself as a premier retirement and remote work haven. Financially, your paycheck stretches to an extraordinary degree based on our standardized 2026 blueprint.
With an average net monthly budget of $1,050 to $1,090 fixed broadband speeds reaching a blistering 180 megabits per second, and world-class local meals like nasi lemak costing just $2.37 to $4 premium comfort is incredibly accessible. You can easily rent a modern high-rise condo with an infinity pool overlooking the city or ocean in Kuala Lumpur or Penang for just $356 to $500 a month. To plant your feet in this paradise, the government offers highly secure residency pathways. High net worth families and retirees can utilize the prestigious renewable Malaysia My Second Home program, which requires liquid assets of approximately $330,000. Meanwhile, younger remote workers and freelancers can access the budget-friendly D-Rantown Nomad Pass. This official visa lasts up to 12 months, renewable for another year, and grants a minimum annual income of $24,000 for tech talent, granting holders the rare logistical perk of opening a local bank account to make rent payments entirely seamless. The Digital Nomad Asia. However, a true picture requires looking past the fantasy to face Malaysia's year-round environmental realities. This is an authentic tropical climate with no crisp winters or golden autumns. It is hot and humid every single day, which will shift your daily routine and keep you close to air conditioning during peak afternoon hours. Yet, when you look at the trade-offs, the return on investment is spectacular. Malaysia boasts a top-tier global safety index of 69 out of 100, where community members consistently report feeling a profound sense of security when walking at night. Furthermore, the healthcare system is a masterpiece of precision. Private networks like Gleneagles and Pantai deliver world-class care using state-of-the-art equipment that easily matches the quality of Singapore, but at a jaw-dropping 40% of the price. Ultimately, if you are an ambitious professional or retiree who refuses to compromise on safety, seamless communication, or modern luxury while aggressively protecting your financial peace of mind, Malaysia stands as an unrivaled final destination.
Number 4. South Korea, the high-tech modernist. If Malaysia is the ultimate low-cost tropical sanctuary where life slows down to a gentle pace, South Korea represents a complete psychological pivot. Ascending from the multicultural stability of Southeast Asia toward the northern reaches of East Asia, we enter the world's most hyper-connected society, a crisp, ultra-sleek modernist playground where the future is already operating at light speed.
South Korea is a living stage where daring human ambitions play out against a backdrop of ancient dynastic history and engineering miracles. As a global powerhouse driving the international tech market, this nation doesn't just adapt to innovation, it manufactures it, from advanced semiconductors to the smartphones in your hands.
For remote workers and digital nomads, connectivity here is treated as a fundamental human right, providing flawless, lightning-fast infrastructure that ensures you never miss a heartbeat of your global business. Step outside your high-tech office in Seoul or Busan, and you are instantly wrapped in a rich cultural tapestry where thousands of years of heritage seamlessly collide with an exceptional public transport system, a world-famous culinary scene, and a vibrant city energy that will completely captivate your soul. To bridge the gap to your new life, the South Korean government pulled off a massive masterstroke by launching the official F1D workation visa. Specifically engineered for global nomads and remote corporate workers, this path grants you the legal right to live and work from South Korea for a full year, with the frictionless option to renew for a second. Now, to be brutally honest with you, a core rule we strictly follow here on the tour to protect our community. The application process is highly demanding. South Korean immigration officers require a meticulous, ironclad picture of your employment history, clear bank statements, and clean records. Additionally, while the script's initial draft mentioned a lower number, the actual minimum income threshold for this visa requires you to earn double the previous year's per capita gross national income, GNI, which translates to roughly $65,000 to $70,000 annually. While this bureaucratic hurdle is high, the return on investment is a level of stable, official legal status that many other destinations in the region simply cannot provide. Regarding your financial strategy, stepping into this modernist wonderland requires a more robust budget than the cheap tropical hubs further south, putting you on par with premium global centers like Singapore or Tokyo. Our standardized financial blueprint highlights an average net monthly budget of $2,250. with housing standing as your single largest expense, depending on how close you want to be to the high-energy heart of downtown Seoul. Yet, while it is certainly not a super-budget destination like Thailand or Vietnam, it remains vastly more accessible than crushing Western capitals like New York or London, buying you a dramatically higher standard of living, flawless safety, and world-class luxury for a fraction of Western costs. The actual lifestyle payoff is spectacular, boasting a monumental safety index of 84 out of 100, where violent crime and petty theft are basically non-existent, alongside an elite universal healthcare index of 86 out of 100 that spearheads global medicine with widespread AI diagnostics. When it comes to weather realities, you must prepare your habits for 4 dramatic, distinct seasons, featuring blazing, lush summers and sweeping snowy winters, where the mountains transform into world-class skiing resorts just minutes from the city limits. Number 3. Thailand, the digital nomad gold standard. If South Korea is a hyper-connected digital laboratory of the future that demands a premium budget and an intense pace of life, Thailand represents the ultimate psychological antidote. Descending from the rigid, fast-paced, and freezing northern winters of East Asia, we land in the undisputed reigning champion of location-independent living, the land of smiles. For over a decade, countries across the globe have tried to crack the code on remote work. But Thailand didn't just welcome the digital nomad revolution, it mastered it. This country earns its legendary status as the global gold standard by offering an aggressively pampered lifestyle that perfectly balances ultra-modern convenience with a deeply soulful cultural heritage. The beauty of Thailand lies in its sheer versatility. It shapes itself to whatever your soul demands. Whether you thrive on the raw, electric energy and glittering skyscrapers of Bangkok, the slow, bohemian, creative frequency of the misty mountains of Chiang Mai, or a sun-drenched beach office on the world-renowned shores of Phuket, the entire country feels purpose-built for the modern remote professional. When it comes to your financial strategy, Thailand offers what is arguably the most lucrative cost-to-quality ratio on the planet. While you can easily survive here on absolute pennies, a premium, highly comfortable solo lifestyle under our 2026 financial blueprint averages a monthly budget of just 1,190 USD. To break this down into granular reality, a mouth-watering world-class street food meal costs a mere $1.80 USD, and a sleek, modern one-bedroom apartment in the center of Bangkok runs between $424 and $550 USD a month. If you escape to the relaxed cultural hub of Chiang Mai, your total monthly expenses can easily drop below $1,000 USD while you still live like royalty. This extreme affordability creates a massive financial cheat code for your wealth, allowing you to live a life of total luxury in the present while aggressively funding your long-term investments and retirement portfolios with the surplus cash. The absolute biggest game changer in 2026, however, isn't the cheap food, it's the paperwork. The Thai government pulled off a total geopolitical masterstroke by launching the Destination Thailand Visa, or DTV. For a standard fee of 10,000 THB, approximately $280 to $300 USD, you secure a 5-year, multiple-entry visa that grants an automatic 180-day stay upon each entry, which can be extended once in country for an additional 180 days to give you a full year of hassle-free residence. Best of all, there is no monthly income requirement. You simply need to show a stable bank balance of at least 500,000 THB, roughly $14,500 to $15,000 USD, consistently maintained for the previous 3 months. This visa explicitly legalizes remote work for foreign clients, giving nomads absolute legal clarity. To maintain strict transparency, you must logistically plan for the infamous burning season between November and April, when agricultural smoke drops air quality significantly, especially in the north, as well as Bangkok's manic traffic. Yet if you can handle the heat, the perks are spectacular. Thailand is a world leader in medical tourism, offering JCI-accredited care at a staggering 50% to 70% less than Western prices, alongside a rock-solid safety index of 71 out of 100. Number 2. Japan, the safety and culture leader. While Thailand hands you a tropical paradise where your dollar is aggressively weaponized to buy cheap luxury, it comes with the trade-offs of unpredictable traffic, in developing infrastructure. But for those willing to trade dollar street food for absolute societal perfection, Japan offers a hyper-efficient reality where trains run to the exact second, streets are pristine, and personal safety is absolute. Historically painted as an insular island, a massive demographic shift has forced this ancient empire to open its doors, creating a once-in-a-generation window for remote professionals, creators, and investors. Japan hypnotizes you with an unparalleled quality of life, rooted in absolute harmony and mutual respect, as a mandatory baseline for human interaction. The true magic of relocating here lies in its immense versatility. You can fully immerse yourself in the neon-soaked 24-hour metropolises of Tokyo or Osaka, or take a short train ride into the misty, rural countryside to live among ancient temples and hidden hot springs, completely recalibrating how you interact with the world around you. According to our standardized 2026 financial blueprint, a highly comfortable, unrestricted solo life in Tokyo requires a robust budget between $2,100 and $2,700 USD per month, with a sleek, central city apartment costing around $900 USD, though you can easily cut housing costs in half by relocating to vibrant secondary cities like Fukuoka or Sapporo. While it is roughly twice as expensive as Thailand, every dollar spent acts as an investment in flawless public infrastructure, granting you the privilege of utilizing the Shinkansen bullet rail and networking within a booming, high-tech economy. To court top-tier global talent, the government has established specialized immigration pathways that feel like an absolute cheat code. If you hold an advanced degree or high salary, the J-Skip program provides an ultra-accelerated track to permanent residency, while top 100 global university graduates can utilize the J-Find visa to scout business opportunities for 6 months. For the location-independent crowd, the dedicated digital nomad visa offers a 6-month stay, strictly enforcing an annual income floor of 10 million JPY, approximately $65,000 to $70,000 USD, depending on exchange rates, to ensure applicants inject significant capital into the local economy. Hello World Japan. However, moving to this futuristic tech haven requires looking at the unvarnished geographical and cultural realities. Japan is a land of extreme natural beauty with 4 breathtakingly distinct seasons, but because it sits directly on the Ring of Fire, typhoons and earthquakes are a regular, integrated reality of daily life. Culturally, while locals are incredibly polite, the steep language barrier can feel isolating, and the deep societal pressure to conform can sometimes feel suffocating to expats who value loud, individualistic freedom. Yet if you possess the psychological maturity to adapt, the rewards are genuinely life-altering. Japan boasts an elite national healthcare system scoring 90 over 100, ensuring top-tier medical care for a pittance out of pocket. Most remarkably, with a global safety index score of 93 over 100, crime is so rare that losing your wallet on a Tokyo subway usually means someone will walk miles out of their way just to return it to you entirely intact, proving that for those who value flawless order and uncompromising excellence, Japan is the absolute pinnacle of global relocation. Number 1. Singapore, the global professional hub. Welcome to Singapore, the Lion City, the absolute final boss of global relocation and the undisputed crown jewel of professional hubs. While destinations like Japan entice you with cultural perfection traded for high costs, Singapore cuts straight to the chase by engineering the future of global commerce. Serving as the hyper-efficient financial engine and regional headquarters for virtually every Fortune 500 multinational company, this tiny city-state is a playground built specifically for high-achieving corporate executioners, elite tech founders, and visionary investors. For the ambitious expatriate, the average annual salary in this hyper-capitalist oasis has officially reached a staggering $160,000 USD, proving that you do not move here to simply get by. You move here to build generational wealth. However, living in the future carries the heaviest price tag on earth, making Singapore a true financial buzzsaw. To protect your wallet, a realistic rock-bottom solo monthly budget spans from $3,200 to $5,000 USD, driven largely by housing costs, where a basic modern one-bedroom apartment routinely eclipses $2,200 USD per month. Daily micro-expenses demand a strategy as well, with a morning coffee in the high-end Orchard District running $4.49 USD, and a no-frills local meal sitting around $9 USD. To beat this system, the world's elite leverage a government tax regime strategically designed to shield your wealth. There is absolute zero capital gains tax on stocks, crypto, or business exits, and personal income tax is strictly capped at a maximum of just 22% for ultra-high earners, effectively offsetting the astronomical cost of living. Logistically, Singapore runs a highly selective talent scouting operation rather than an open-door policy, enforcing strict immigration pathways. To secure a standard employment pass, professionals face a stringent monthly salary threshold, starting at 5,000 Singaporean dollars, scaling even higher depending on age and sector, while world-class disruptors can vie for the legendary One Pass, Overseas Networks and Expertise Visa, which grants a flawless 5-year multiple entry stay independent of any single employer for those who can prove a monthly income of at least 30,000 Singaporean dollars. If you possess the skills to breach this fortress, the transition is seamless with a zero-language barrier, as English is spoken with absolute fluency across all layers of society. And the daily human experience offers an unparalleled safety index score of 91/100 and a near-perfect infrastructure score of 95/100. Ultimately, if you can brave the permanent, sweltering 28 degrees Celsius, 82 degrees Fahrenheit tropical humidity, Singapore stands as the definitive choice for the elite professional who completely refuses to compromise on hyper-safety, explosive career acceleration, and world-class logistics. Ultimately, the best destination in Asia for 2026 is not a universal choice, but a strategic alignment between your unique priorities and the region's diverse offerings. Whether you are drawn to the unrivaled safety and world-class healthcare of Japan and Taiwan, the high-salary career growth found in Singapore's professional hub, or the budget-friendly lifestyle and aggressive nomad support in Thailand and Vietnam, Asia provides a tailored environment for every expat profile. By carefully weighing factors like purchasing power parity, infrastructure quality, and specific visa pathways such as Malaysia's DE Rantau or South Korea's workation visa, you can transform the dream of an international move into a sustainable, long-term reality. As the global epicenter of growth and innovation, Asia stands ready to welcome you into a vibrant, future-focused community where your quality of life can truly match your professional ambitions.